G'day KFC SuperCoachers, a big week of trading, 1 week into the buy rounds, and now we get the chance to pick off players who've already had their buy. So let's look at who to buy, hold and sell for round 13. The first player on my shopping list is Lachie Neale, all-time great KFC SuperCoach scorer. He's had a bit of a slow start to the year, but he's really come good in the last month or so. 3 good tons in his last 4 games. He's just coming off the bye, so ticks that box absolutely perfectly. He'll play every game now for the rest of the season unless something terrible happens. And he's also nearly $100,000 cheaper than he was at the start of the year. So if you're going to get the money, $577K is a great price for Lachie Neale. If money is an issue, and I know it is for a lot of people out in KFC SuperCoach land, you can find another all-time great KFC SuperCoach scorer a lot cheaper than that, and that is Nat Fyfe, who has dropped all the way down to $244,000 now. I picked him at the start of the year at $300K, thinking that was a bargain. It absolutely blew up. So that does show the risk. I mean, we know he's had a lot of injuries, and they've really slowly eased him back into it. He was the sub in 3 games in a row, but he played a full game in the Dockers' last game before the bye. Scored pretty well, played mostly in the midfield. That was a big tick. Now he's had his bye. He'll be fresh. And the main thing is he's cheap. So the risk is not great. And if it comes off, this could be one of the all-time great KFC SuperCoach picks. I mean, we are taking a risk. He could get subbed or could get injured at any time. But for that price, I think it's worth it. And if you're looking for a defender this week, there are a few good ones coming off the bye. Jack Sinclair has been a bit up and down this year. Luke Ryan started really red hot, but it's tailed off a little bit lately. But the one I like is Jake Lloyd at the Swans. He's only $519K, so that's like $1,000 more than a Jack Zeeble type. We'll get to him in a second. But he's just been super consistent this year, maybe not scoring the 130s that he did a few years ago, but he's averaging 102. He's only gone under 90 twice, and he has a great matchup this week. So this could be a really good time to bring him in. St Kilda is his favourite team to play against. Scored over 140 against them last year at the SCG. So could almost be a sneaky vice-captain choice, but I think it'd be a really solid scorer, someone you can just rely on, lock away, not have to worry about in your defence for the rest of the season. Who to hold this week, and I must say alarm bells went off when I saw Oisin Mullen was the number 2 traded in player this week. He's dirt cheap, $102,000 in defence at the Cats, and he's been okay in his first 2 games, not scoring a heap of points, but he's looked fairly solid at AFL level after coming across from Ireland. It sounds like Chris Scott really loves him, but the worry of course is that firstly Geelong has the bye this week, so we won't play. We probably don't need to worry about that because we should have enough players to field a team, but are we going to have enough in round 14 and 15? And will Oisin be there in those rounds? I'm very nervous because Geelong has a lot of players to come back from injury. Patrick Dangerfield, Mitch Duncan, these sort of types. So I'd really want to get a look at those round 14 teams before committing, and I think we can afford to do that because we don't need the points this week. So I know a lot of people might need to find a downgrade somewhere to be able to try and get in a Lachie Neale type, but I would be very nervous if you were counting Mullen as one of your 18 players for the final 2 bye rounds. Who to sell this week? It's a bit of a double-barreled addition from the Kangaroos, Jack Zeeble and Harry Sheezel. We'll start with Zeeble. I think if you're trading the 2 of them, he's probably the one I would move on this week just because his break-even is so high. 172. If he doesn't score that, he could lose another 50,000 this week. He already lost 50,000 last week, and then it's going to be really hard to do anything with him, especially if you're thinking of moving someone on before the Kangaroos round 15 bye. If you can't afford to carry both these guys and you have to make a decision on one of them, maybe this is the week to go. I mean, they are playing in Hobart, so he should get a few kick-ins if they give him that duty. But Aaron Hall back there has really hurt him. I mean, he kicked a couple out on the full last week, which we don't normally see from Jack. So I would expect him to improve on that. But even then, he might have scored an 80 or so. And is that what you want from one of your premium defenders? So for me, he's a trade out. But if you don't have many trades left, I can understand why people might hang on to him. And his teammate Harry Sheezel has been one of the buys of the year, but again, alarm bells over the last few weeks, mainly to do with his role and Brett Ratton coming in as caretaker coach, and he's moved him up the ground, playing him stints on the ball and even in the forward line. So, I mean, he's still scored okay in that role. He can kick goals, although he missed a really easy one at the end last week, which really hurt, but, you know, he's not going to be terrible, I don't think, in that role, but I just don't know that he's going to be the 100 player that he was in the first half of the season. So again, it's about mapping out your team over the next 2 or 3 weeks. What does it look like in round 15? That's when a lot of us are going to be in trouble fielding a full side. So if you think you're going to have to trade out some round 15 players, maybe this is a week to do it and you could move on these 2 guys. If I was going to keep one though, I would probably keep Harry Sheezel.